Hello friends, Phil Bechtel here from the Kid Stories podcast. Today we're going to do a drawing of a scene from the later Stellas Journey episodes. Episodes 10 and 11, the last two where there was that big battle. I'm going to start. I've just got a regular old sheet of paper and I have it laid down here, right, sideways, horizontally. And I've got a regular old pencil. We don't need anything fancy. And remember, as you're watching the video, if I get to going too fast, you can just pause it. You are in complete control. So pause the video. And also remember that it's more important to finish the drawing than it is to make it perfect, right? So let's get started. I'm going to start by drawing a big hill. Right up here is going to be Little Village, and then we're going to draw a hill down here to where the docks are, the boat docks. Ready? So let's start. I'm going to kind of up by the corner, but not exactly. And I'm going to draw this hill, and then I'm going to start to slope down, 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 just like that. All right? So here's the end, and I'm going to draw, down here I'm going to draw like these. These are like wooden, like legs for the dock, right? There's a wooden dock. It's like a wooden plank that goes out into the water, and it's held up by these big wooden poles that sink down into the water here. So this here represents the docks. Up here is Little Village. So I'm going to draw some houses. Now my houses are very simple houses. I'm not going to add a whole lot of detail, but there's going to be some. So we're just going to do rectangles. When we make houses, right, the basic houses are just rectangles and triangles, aren't they? That's all. So let's see, I'm going to draw four rectangles there, and I'll put triangles on them for their roofs. And then I'm going to draw four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some more triangles. Little Village is a very small place. That's why it's called Little Village. It's just a little village. I'm going to draw in the middle. I'm going to pretend like this is like Main Street, right? When they walked into town and there were all the stores that some red pirates were hiding in and stuff. And I'm going to draw, this is kind of like a dirt road here. And I'm just going to draw it down here. It doesn't have to be even that perfect, right? It just comes down to where these docks are. Now, I'm also going to add, I remember trees were a part of the story, weren't they? When Stella was teleporting the pirates into the trees. So let's draw some trees. I draw my trees usually pretty simple, probably like you. I draw like a cloud shape and then a couple of lines. Pretty basic, unless I want to do a palm tree. And we could do a palm tree together like this, where you make like these bended triangles, sort of. Right? Kind of like that. And maybe some more cloud trees. And maybe one down here. Just like that. Now out here, so this is the land, this is the hill, and I'm going to pretend that out here is the water, right? This is the ocean. We know the valley is actually an island. I don't know why it's called the valley. That doesn't make any sense. But I'm glad that doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother me either. And if we'll remember, there was a lot of pirate ships out here, weren't there? A whole lot of pirate ships. So I'm going to add pirate ships. We probably draw pirate ships the same too, don't we? Where we make sort of a crescent shape. And then we put a line there to make the deck. There's the mast and the... We can add two, actually, if we wanted to. If we wanted to get fancy with our pirate ships, or at least make them different. The sails, we could add 2 sails, or maybe even more. We could draw a little one. We could imagine the little ones are really speedy. And we'll say these are slowly making their way down to the docks, aren't they? I'll draw 2 more. 1, 2. Now remember, if you need to sort, if you feel like you need to catch up, you can just pause that video real quick. No worries. Also, these are pirate ships, right? They might have cannons in there, so we could draw cannons on the side, little circles right there to show that they're like cannons. Those evil red pirates, they are no good. No good. So we've got our pirate ships out here, our red pirate ships, and I imagine that there's way more over here, right, that we can't see. It's just full of these pirate ships floating out here. They're coming into the docks to get all their pirate ships, or to get all their pirates off the ships and come up this big hill. Now up here, this is where our heroes were stationed, weren't they? They were up here in Little Village. They were looking out and they were like, oh no. Oh no. We can't take on all those pirates. There's about 300. So I'm going to draw some of our heroes here. And I'm just going to use a very basic stick figure. Right? Maybe I'll imagine that there's a rectangle for some of them. Like if it's like a ninja kimono. Or maybe it's just like regular stick figures. And I'm not going to draw all of them, I don't think. I'm just going to draw a few people to represent our group of heroes. Now, if you want to draw all of them, well, that's wonderful. That's fine. I'm just going to draw a few. And I'm going to imagine that they're out here and they're looking out over the sea. They're kind of surveying the area. And that's when who was it? I think it was Emmett. He said to Stella, you know, at one point, he's like, we can't take on all those pirates. And that's okay. I'll give some of them hats. And now, you know what I also want to do is I want to put some pirates up in the tree, right? So I'm going to imagine they fought the first round of pirates already, and Stella put some of them up into trees. See, that's kind of like, is that a pirate hat? Boy, I don't know. I'll give him I'll give him an eye patch up there. And he's up here in that tree, and he is just scared. He's not even moving. He's so scared. He's terrified of heights. I'll put another one up here, too. Couple of scared pirates. I'm going to add 2 more heroes. One, just our basic stick figures, and I'll put one right here just so that they're a tight group. Now, way down here, I'm going to show some of the pirates are already making their way up, right? Some of them have already unloaded here at the docks, and I'm going to draw them here. I'll draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're coming right up here. Another thing I love to do when we draw is to label our picture because it really helps the picture to tell a story. So let's start out with Little Village up here. Let's draw the word little and then the word village. I know little, for a lot of us, little is what we call a sight word. It might be on a big board in your classroom. L-I-T-T-L-E, little. Now again, if you need time, just pause the video. No worries. Now village. So this is little, and then the word village is V-I-L-L-A-G-E. Little village. And out here, I'm going to write the word pirates. Because I know if I write the word pirates among this group of ships, I'm sure the person looking at the picture would get it. They would think, oh, well, these are all pirates here. That's too bad. Right? So I'm going to write that pirates here. P-I-R-A-T-E-S, pirates. And then way up here, I want to explain who these people are. So I'm going to write the word heroes. I'm not going to write all their names individually. I'm just going to write heroes. Ready? So write that with me. It's H-E-R-O-S. That's fantastic. So we see little village, we see the pirates coming up, and we see our heroes waiting for battle. And that's it. This is a fun scene. This is a way that we can represent the story, and we can sort of bring the story to life and extend the story that we hear. We call that extending the story. We've extended the story, and we've drawn a picture of it. I think it's awesome that you joined me today to draw this picture with me. I would love to see it. If you finished a picture, please have your grown-up help you email it to kidstoriespodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for drawing with me today, friends. Adios.